G'day guys, Chronicles of Solid here, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure News, where we talk the latest, the greatest, and sometimes the hated stories from the adventure and dual sport world. And this month we have rumours of an updated BMW 1200GS Adventure. We also have some video and more pictures of the Yamaha T7 concept, and Benelli are making another adventure bike. So let's get into the video. Let's begin with the Yamaha T7 concept, which is back breaking the internet once again. Video has been released by an Italian magazine. They got their hands on the show bike and they were able to ride it, and they also released a whole bunch of new pictures. Unfortunately, there's no new details on what the production machine will have, but we do get to see the bike thrashed by a professional. Now, it is hard to get a sense of what the bike will be like when we're looking at a concept still, but from what we can see, the concept at least is not just a trailer queen, it's a real functional bike. Yamaha have assured us in the past that this is true, but it's always best to have the proof in front of you, and this is certainly proof that it's a functional bike. It also looks to be at least as capable as the Africa Twin and the F800GS. So if they can keep the weight down on this bike, it's going to be a real winner, I think. Moving over to the BMW 1200GS Adventure. Rumours are afoot that BMW will be releasing an updated version of their huge and hugely successful GSA in November. There's no official word from BMW, but if you follow their release dates, BMW traditionally updates the bike every 4 years and has a complete redesign every 8. We're in the 4th year where we should see an update in the end of this year. Drive Mag are saying that the bike will likely have revised electronics, including new dynamic stability control, fully automatic self-leveling suspension, and hill start control. Now, you will probably need to get a gym membership to pick the thing up, and you'll also have to do an internship at NASA to figure out the bloody electronics, but it's still a very popular bike and it did start the segment, so I still think it has a place in the adventure world. Keeping with the GS look, we move over to the Benelli TRK 502, which looks like the love child between a 1200GS and a Ducati 1200 Enduro. News is that the TRK 502, which is the 500cc parallel twin adventure bike, will be delayed. They were planning to release the cast wheel version at the end of the year, but they've announced that they're focusing on the ABS system for the spoke wheel version, and they want to release both simultaneously, so they decided to move it to an early 2018 release. But the bigger news in that story is that Benelli also announced a 300cc version is coming as well. It will be named obviously the TRK 302 and is aimed straight at the Versys X300 and the other lightweight adventure bikes that are coming out. So that's going to be an extremely packed category in 2018, which is very, very exciting news. Finally, we move over to the Chinese sector, and Zongshen, or CSC for you Americans, are releasing an RXR. And those of you who kind of scour the deep recesses of the adventure world will know about the little RX3 adventure bike out of China. It has a very small but dedicated following, and it's probably one of the cheapest ways onto an adventure bike. And it could very well be argued that it breathed new life into this lightweight adventure segment, waking the sleeping giant that is Japan. Now, Zongshen have announced that they will be releasing this RXR as a stripped down version of the RX3. It doesn't have too much in the way of new parts. All it has is a shorter screen and a new blacked out exhaust guard, but it has gone on a severe diet. It's lost almost 23 kilos or 50 pounds, and the way it's got rid of that is losing all the adventure touring bulk. So they've got rid of the luggage, the rear rack, engine and frame guards, the foot pegs are changed, and the fork guards are also removed. So that saves a lot of weight. Of course, CSC or Zongshen are saying you can add any of those items back on if you so choose. Now, you might snicker at the Chinese bikes because of their lack of quality or their blatant rip-offs from other markets, but my thoughts on the matter are that we're seeing something very similar to the late 60s and early 70s with the Japanese bikes. Now, they were the cheap, crappy bikes back in the day, and English bikes ruled the market. But as soon as Japan worked out that quality control and communication with the customers was paramount, they absolutely took over the market and killed the English manufacturers. Now, I think China are not far off from figuring this out. Whether they have the same significant market impact is different, but I think that we're about to see much improved motorcycles. I'd love to hear what you think, whether they'll just continue producing crap and they'll never make any better bikes, or whether you think that they're very close to really upping their game. So that's the end of adventure news for this month. If you've got a bike that I've missed or some information that you'd love to share on a bike I've talked about, please leave it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I've been Chronicles of Solid, and until next time, see you later guys.